Good evening. Um, I'm Joan Chen. At first, I want to thank the organizers of H-Pair for inviting me to speak at this wonderful event. And I also would like to apologize for not being here in person as I had planned. My flight got canceled twice by the airlines because of the blizzard. This conference is about international relations. I am not an expert on this topic, but I do know a few things about sharing and exchanging stories. That's what I do, creating beings and telling stories. That's what all artists do, be it a painter, a musician, a filmmaker, or an author. It is the longing for mutuality that compels us to create art. The exchange of stories broadens the boundaries of our being and unites all living things. The beloved Chilean poet Pablo Neruda related a story in an essay titled Childhood and Poetry about how a strange neighbor boy handed him an old but beautiful woolen sheep through the fence, and how he ran back into the house and fetched a treasure of his own, a pine cone, and set it down at the same spot where he was given the sheep. Neruda wrote, "That exchange brought home to me, for the first time, a precious idea, that all of humanity is somehow together. Just as I once left the pine cone by the fence, I have since left my words on the door of so many people who were unknown to me. People in prison, or hunted, or alone. To the artist, this sharing is a psychic and emotional, even a spiritual need that must be fulfilled. Neither poverty nor starvation, neither ridicule nor humiliation can derail the artist from his true calling. The urgency and the longing to share was what compelled me to write, direct, and produce a film, a story that I must tell or I would die. The film was Shosho the Sandown Girl. Shosho symbolized my generation's blind zeal for the Cultural Revolution, our ultimate disillusion, and the heavy sacrifices we suffered. I had to shoot the film without a government permit because I did not make the changes requested by the China Film Bureau. Our production went to the high plateaus of Tibet, which was one of the poorest regions in China. The air was so thin, weather so severe, and food so unpalatable that the crew almost had a mutiny. We didn't have any green vegetables or a shower for an entire month. And there was also the constant danger of being discovered by the authorities and being arrested or expelled. This was 1997, before the era of satellite telephone or internet. We had no communication whatsoever with the outside world. Before embarking on my unknown journey, I made my last call to my husband in San Francisco from Chengdu, the final city where there was international phone connection. I cried when I told Peter that I had no idea what I was doing. And he told me that I could stop and turn back, that no one would love me any less for doing that. "I'm the captain of the ship," I said. "If the Titanic must go down, then I will go down with it." Laughable when I think about it now, but the risks were real and serious. Shosho was by far the hardest, but the most gratifying project I have ever done. After the film was released, I was banned from China for 3 years. The film received many awards internationally, and I was honored by the National Board of Review with the International Freedom of Expression Award. But when I set out to do the film, all I wanted was to tell the story, and winning awards were the farthest thing on my mind. The sharing of a story that is deeply personal and important to me was my way of reaching through the fence to give a priceless pine cone to the stranger who is also my sister. I'm on the board of 1990 Institute, an organization that promotes the mutual understanding of the peoples between United States and China. We're currently doing a video project called Youth Voices on China, in which young people share their feelings and thoughts on what China means to them. It is wonderful to see the young people reaching across Neruda's fence, their internet, with a piece of themselves. One film particularly resonates with me. It is from a deaf-mute Chinese young man who has been adopted by American parents. The urgency in his silent voice is deeply personal and piercing. There is nothing generic about it. No one likes to be given a gift that can be from just anyone to anyone. This extending of oneself, this gift-giving across the fence, is in my mind what international relations is all about. Like Neruda's exchange with the strange neighbor boy. Once shared, the gift enters the realm of the spirit and lodges in someone's mind and soul forever. Thank you.